Hey, babes, and welcome back to the pajama party. Hey, pajama party. Hey, let's vibe with me. Hey, let's vibe with me. Hey, freaking pajama party. Pajama party. Sorry about that, guys. Hello, hello, and welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to my podcast, friends. Let me give you a few disclaimers. Really, the main one is y'all, my energy is down tonight. I got a headache, okay? I'm not gonna go through the long rambling that I just went through on my other podcast about what the headache is and why I feel like I got it. But if you would like to go check that out, go check out week 7 of the Real Bible Stories, and you'll hear just why my energy in my head is. Anyways, I got a headache. And I really still want to do my podcast because I enjoy doing this. I really enjoy doing this so much. And it's Black History. Happy Black History Month. And because it is Black History, that was even more of an incentive to do this because let's go to class. Let's educate. I found out some things today that, excuse me, guys, shocked the absolute mess out of me. I think I was in the shower and I was trying to think of like a song I could sing for y'all. I really don't know. Like I know Black artists, but now that I'm actually trying to think of songs, it's like there's just blanks in my head, and I'm a little upset about that. How are you? Well, I'm just fine. I missed your call. Around 5, I'm getting back to you 'cause you were on my mind. I wanna know, can I see you tonight? If you can't, I'll understand. For the day can end. Just show you, baby, that I'm sincere. Let's just spend a little time, do a little more, share what's in our hearts, give each other more. Nothing more to do but lie right here with you. Let's just lay down. Let's just lay down. Y'all, it took me 5 minutes to think of a song, and that's all I got. I forgot part of that song. I'm telling you, blanks, man. So that song is called Lay Down. It's by Floetry. Man, they have a bunch of good songs. I'm telling you, I grew up off Floetry, and all you gotta do is just say yes. Don't deny what you feel. Let me undress you, baby. Open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so. You make me so. I love Floetry, y'all. My mom was gonna be like, "No, you didn't. What you know about that, girl?" Let me tell you, no, nothing. There was this song called in my mind. Y'all remember Heatherly? Imagine seeing him on the town holding another hand. She's staring me down, so I figured that he told her who I am. But it don't matter either way. What they do gonna say, 'cause ain't nothing's changed. He's standing with her. My soul is calling out my name. In my mind, I'll always be his lady. In my mind, I'll always be his girl. Bars. I know. Thank you. That was fire. I said I was gonna be done with this episode early, but I done turned it into a karaoke night. All right. Happy Black History Month, guys. So I'm only gonna talk to you about a few things. I'm telling you. Okay, let me not tell you that, because woo. But we have 3 different topics tonight to cover. First of all, I'm going to highlight 3 people, 3 Black people. Now, I know I said before that they're not well known. The ones that I chose for tonight, you may have heard of 1 or 2 of them. I did not. I knew certain things about them, but as a whole, I learned new things about all of them tonight. So, the first person we are going to talk about is Mary Beatrice Davidson Kenner. Now, she has been recognized for being the most patented awarded Black woman by the U.S. government. Did you know that she created pads? Oh, you did? Because I didn't know that. My best friend told me, and she wasn't even Black, and I was just like, the more you know. But yes, I thought that was really interesting. You know, she understood our struggles, man. She was born May 17th, 1912, and she died on November 3rd, 2006. Let me just say, that lady lived a long, beautiful life, okay? That's such a long time. I love it. But apparently she helped create a lot of things, because I saw something about an elastic belt on there. Okay, listen, I know you're like, why you talking about her? You don't know it. She made the pads. That's what I was excited about. That's what I wanted to tell y'all about. And then when I found out she did more, I was like, ooh, we got us a very famous babe. Now, if you want to hear more about her and you feel like I didn't do this lady justice by just saying that, then comment about it. I'll tell you more about her if you want to know about her. The next person I am going to talk about, let me see. Okay, no, I'm going to go to his last because I got to read. So the second person I'm actually talking to y'all about is Madam C.J. Walker. Now, you may have heard of this name. This lady was a self-made business owner. She created cosmetics and really it started off with hair products, but cosmetics for Black women. She was the first Black millionaire. The first. It was a Black woman. We love it, queen. She was born on December 23rd, 1867. Shout out to my December babes. My mom is one. She died on May 5th. 1919. I'm not going to even tell y'all what I was about to say, because y'all are not about to judge me for that. But we are going to take a bigger look into her. My dad, my big papa, let me borrow this that my grandma gave to him. I believe when she passed, he got this actually. So it's Contemporary Black America. And y'all, this whole book is filled with Black history. Do you know what I'm holding in my hand? I feel like this is a very good, beautiful book. I was going to say the Black Bible, but the Lord just was like, you want to repeat that? And I was like, no, but I already thought it, so I might as well say it. But this is A book full of black excellence. And y'all, I just feel so much pride welling up in me because, you know, I was watching this thing in this show called Africa in the Bible, and this guy was talking about how, you know, normally in a normal household, you can trace, like, these people have like books full of ancestral history where you could go back, you know, so far. We don't really have that in the African culture, you know, like, because most of our ancestors were slaves. And so to have a book highlighting the good we've done and unhidden known facts about us, y'all, it just makes my heart happy. And so I told him that I wanted to use this book. I mean, in general, I probably will read this thing because knowledge is wealth. Okay, you need to read. All right. Anywho, I would like to read this, and I would like to have this book talked about every day until, or every time I upload into Black History. Now, okay, so I was in the wrong page. So I'm going to tell y'all a few facts that I read in here that just was like, what? So, Madam C.J. Walker, the strong-willed woman who built a successful cosmetics business in the early 1900s, realized the potential of a segregated market and was quick to capitalize on it. Orphaned at the age of 6 and widowed by the time she was 20, the innovator became at 50 years old the country's first Black millionaire. Her success began when she noticed how much time people spent on their personal appearance, especially their hair. Many Black women seem to have Many Black women seem to have particular difficulty in styling their very curly hair. Madam Walker invented a new hair preparation marketed as a hair grower and designed a metal comb that could be heated and used to style curly hair more effectively than any of the other current methods. She called the combination the Walker treatment and marked it personally across the country with almost missionary zeal. She claimed that the formula for her hair preparation had come to her in a dream. Walker's cosmetic firm's earning made her one of the wealthiest women in America. Spalding was North Carolina Mutual's brand trust. Okay, anyways, maybe you can understand what I just read better than what I did, because I don't know why that was right there. And anywho, this is what the page looks like. Let me tell y'all something about the hot comb. Baby, I've had to go through that experience as a kid. You don't know the luxury of a flat earth. You don't know the luxury. Now, them combs, they work and they work well. But baby, you get them things too hot or a little bit too close to the scalp and See, that and perms is why I was like, I will be natural. Okay. I can dig it. Let me see. Why are you talking about this? So it kind of, so what, why is it talking about Spalding? Because I totally read all of this. She had 2,000 workers? Man. $2 million. Anyways, this lady, I love to see Black excellence. Like I said, this book, it was talking about Spalding and Madam and whatever. So the next person we are going to go to, he is actually at the front of the book. And it should probably be no surprise to y'all, but Martin Luther King Jr. So you know him. I'm going to assume Everybody knows Martin Luther King Jr., but if not, he was the one who said, "I have a dream." You know, he was they called him a pastor, and it's not wrong, but he led, like a lot of the civil rights movements, and he had a lot of marches for black people and really for all people, for equality. He had a dream of blacks and whites sitting together, eating together, drinking from the same water fountain, like no segregation. And I did not notice. I want to read. Oh, so first, he was born January 15th, 1929, and he was killed on April 4th, 1968. Now, this is what I want to read to you guys. This book says, the day before he was slain, King had stood with Jesse Jackson and Ralph Abernethy on the same spot. Look, y'all. So the same spot where he was shot a day later is where he has stood. Like, isn't that something? That is just, it's crazy. Yeah. It says, as he was the most prominent spokesperson for civil rights, his death was a stunning blow to the movement. And then when he died, his friend Reverend Ralph David Abernethy continued the planned work of him. Now, that's what we're on. He was an advocate. He was an advocate for black people. But like I say, for everybody, it was about bringing us all together. It was about, no hatred, no being divided, no racial tensions, no none of that. Which is why before, in all the other videos I made, even though I had crazy commentary and stuff, I put in there that we should not hate other races, y'all. Like, love is universal. We are all universal. Like, the skull. I need you to get it together. I need you to get it together right now. I'm gonna get it together. All right. The color of our skin does not matter as much as what's on the inside of us. Because you could be a purple person, and if you're going to treat me with respect, then I am going to give that same respect back to you. I feel like a lot of times we place race on important things that are not really important. I'm just going to leave that in the air like that as it is. But I truly feel like one way to lead by example is to be the change that you want to see. I have friends from all backgrounds, my ideal type are different races. Really, I'm the most attractive to, I said it a lot. I'm the most attractive to Asians, but like, everybody has beautiful skin tones, okay? Because if I saw Benito, I'd be like, después de la playa. My best friend's gonna laugh at that, and I hope he never sees this. But I love every race, and my best friends, they are Hispanic, and I've had best friends of all color. But the point is, you do not hate. You have to love everybody, man. You have to have a good heart towards people, because yes, it is hard. Yes, we go through like misjudgment and mistreatment and stuff, but that doesn't mean you should give it back to somebody. Like, if you know how it feels to go through that, then don't put that on somebody else. Okay, now I wanted to read you guys some more interesting facts that I found in this book. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to find some more page. So they're actually like 2 pages of each other. And I know you did not come here to get read to, but it's gonna happen. You need your history. Please don't stop watching. I love you. Come back, baby. Come back. Okay. All right. So I wanted to read y'all something that I found really interesting, because I didn't know. So it says, in 1972, the Census Bureau released a report on Black-owned businesses. According to the report, Black enterprise, although still a small fraction of American business, was forging ahead. 32,000. 32,000. More Black businesses were operating in 1972 than in 1969, an increase of 19%. Gross receipts from a total of 195,000 black firms amounted to 7.2 billion, a 60% increase over the 1969 estimated total of 4.5 billion from that year's estimated 163,000 firms. Man, black excellence, man. You know what I'm saying? Black excellence. It reminds me, if I was telling my friend, I was like last year old, like the last months of last year old, when I found out that there was a thing called Black Wall Street. Did y'all know about it? Where basically like all these black people were thriving and surviving, and the white people came rioted and burnt it down. Once again, though, we don't promote hate. I'm just saying that's what happened in history. Like, you may not want to watch me for the rest of this month because I will speak on my history. So that's just amazing to me, to know that like we are wealthy, you know, like, I mean, because you have to understand, when like so many cultures and societies say like they killers, they drug addicts, they steal everything, they uneducated, you know, they buffoons, whatever they want to call us based off our race, is like, okay, but you're not showing all of the pictures though, because were all these movies about the successful black people in the 1969s and 70s, like, where they at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've just barely started to talk about the excellence of black people, the just gall and gumption to be black and proud. It is so mind-boggling to think, you know, like, I feel like half of my life has been a lie because nobody wanted to tell me the truth about these things. Even to know that a black woman has the most patent. She was awarded the most patents by the U.S. government. A black lady. Y'all, they don't teach us this stuff. It's eye-opening. And this is why you need to like research your own history stuff. Sorry, y'all, my back itching. I really just cannot help this. But this is why you need to do your own research and learn your culture for yourself. Any culture you are in. Any, you know, you may be Hispanic. Learn your culture, okay? You may be from like Hawaii. Learn your culture, all right? You may be over the seas. Learn your culture. Know your culture, all right? You need to know these things, okay? And then 158 was something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. And I'm probably just going to read you a few more things. This one, oh no, that's what else I want to talk about. Okay, so I do got to get through this. All right, so this next section is called Funding Black Businesses. Can Black-owned banks do the job? Question mark. Black and minority-owned banks increased in numbers and profit during the 70s, but were hampered by the same problems that these institutions had always faced: a lack of basic capital and of well-trained, experienced managers. A bank is designated as minority-owned by the U.S. Treasury Department if 50% or more of its outstanding common stock is controlled by members of minority groups. The number of these banks stood at 71 in 1975, an increase of 14 since the previous year, with deposits totaling $1.3 billion. By contrast, in 1969, there were 31 minority-owned banks with total deposits of $396.5 million. Yet, these total amounts were slim pickings when compared to those of the major white-owned banks. Deposits in each of these banks ran into the billions of dollars. Most Black and minority banks were situated in low-income areas and served numerous but small accounts. This invariably involved higher operating costs and lower profit margins for the banks. Also, the economic problems of the areas were reflected in the bank's dealings. Mortgage and mortgage and loan payments, for example, were often not met by black customers who tended to be the last hired but the first fired from their jobs. Their capital reserves restricted banks in personal and commercial loan capacity, the major money making activity of any commercial bank, and also the main stimulus for economic growth. And so it went, a vicious cycle of financially hampered institutions catering to financially hampered communities. It was also because like a lack of black managers, because like in order to be a manager you had to be skilled, like know the ropes and stuff. And y'all, it's just a little sad, you know, like we have been trying to do good in this world, like to make it happen, and still yet they always want to kick us when we down. But I mean, if you are a black owned business or any owned business, you self own anything, like kudos to you. Honestly, kudos to you, because trying to get this YouTube down in itself with these podcasts is stress induced. Y'all is out here making it happen, and I'm just proud. And even though I may not see like your business pop up, no, I see you, and I think you're doing incredible. My best friend, shout out to you, girl. She makes things, and she is Hispanic, like self-made Hispanic girl, Latina. Anyway, I just love bragging about that kid. And so one more thing I wanted to tell you guys about. Now, this I'm about to tell you why I'm laughing. Okay. I save a lot of stuff to my watch later. I'm actually gonna pin the channel where I watch a lot of stuff from. It's gonna feed into this. Trust me, stay with me here. I'm being serious. I wanted to watch a lot of things about like ancient Egypt, because when I found out that like there were not only black people in Africa and like in older what they just considered Egypt, I was just like, dang, that really messed me up. Like, because first of all, like I told my mama, people have talked about Africa and Egypt so much that my dumb butt did not know Africa is Egypt. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, I was failed. And then my dumb butt just didn't make it no better, because I just didn't go and do my own research. Know your culture. But so there is this it's called World History Documents Timeline. They talk about like a bunch of ancient Egyptian like cities and pharaohs and stuff. And so one of the videos I watched was about Cleopatra, you know, the queen in Egypt, you know, like so many years ago. And when first of all, I was going to talk about her, you know what I'm saying? Especially because it was Black History. First of all, they're still debating about if she was black or white, even to this day and age. And while people are like, it does not matter what race she is, it kind of matters, because like, let me explain. I care because certain people always want to make it seem like black people don't come from wealth, you know, like black people don't come from great things. We just crawled out the sewer or something, you know, like even when we came from Africa, they don't want to make it seem like we came from these rich populated places, you know. And so I've always wanted to know if Cleopatra was white or black, because she was in Egypt. But I found out some things about Cleopatra, and I was like, y'all can keep her, okay? Because this lady, this is mature content that I'm about to speak, but she had to, when her father died, whatever the law was there, typically if your father is like Pharaoh, you have to marry your siblings. So she married one of her brothers, had him killed, okay? Then she had the other younger brother killed so he couldn't get to the throne. And then she took her sister out at the end while sleeping with the Romans. And I'm just like, she ain't gotta be black. She ain't gotta be black. I'm so sorry. Please don't take offense to that. Please do not take offense. I'm just saying. She let that spread. Let every race show its color. Really, that's just a joke. Please don't be offended by that. Don't hate me. That was just for giggles. But so there were black pharaohs in Egypt. Now, I think Nefertiti, she was a black woman. And she was like somebody who was worshipped a lot in Egypt. And there was some more black pharaohs there as well. They even found one place in Egypt, if I'm not mistaken, where, because you know how they used to carve the pharaohs into the stones and stuff, he had features of a black man. And that excited me. Well, it excited me to know that black people have had success too and wealth. I'm not really excited about the pharaoh part because I'm a Christian, and obviously it doesn't really benefit me none if black people were pharaohs, because I don't worship their gods. But to know that there were black people out there in rich cultures and environments doing a thing and rulers over things, even if they didn't rule by the Lord's way of ruling, they ruled, they were black people. You can't take that away from them. Power to the people. I was excited to learn about that, guys. You call it what you want, okay? But like I said, I will probably link it in the description below to her channel. But there's this lady, I don't know her name. I tried to watch the video to find out her name, but she does say it, I believe. But she goes and explores these tombs and everything. I love listening to her because she gets so passionate about like Egypt and stuff. And I'm like, man, to see a woman who is not my color be so invested in my people, yes, like that pumps me up. Like, girl, you tell me a thing of 15 about these ancient Egyptians. But I will link her in here. I really hope you guys are having a great night, a great weekend. I hope it's been a great week for you. I hope that you continue to have a great weekend, and that as the next week comes rolling in, that you will have an even better week next week. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you did like this video. I know, are you shocked that it's ending? I am. But I love you guys. Happy Black History Month again. We will revisit this book some more, I promise you, especially when I have my energy 110% back. I ain't sorry what I said about Cleopatra. I'm gonna leave that back up in here. Lord, let them know. Speak. But for real, y'all, please don't take it's just humor. It's just jokes. I just like having fun. But thank you all so much. I hope you have a great night. I hope you be safe out there. Okay, just be safe. Be safe. This world is getting crazier every day, and I'm just like, walking outside to your mailbox is a task. But the Lord bless you. The Lord love you. I love you as well. And until next weekend, I've been your rambling host, Victavia. Goodbye, guys.